Have you ever felt like your money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to? Maybe you've noticed grocery prices creeping up, your utility bills nudging a little higher each month, or even simple outings costing more than you expected. If you're living on a fixed income, it can sometimes feel like a juggling act, trying to enjoy life while making sure your finances last. But here's the good news. You don't have to sacrifice happiness or fun just to make ends meet. In this video, we're going to talk about 6 smart ways to save money while still enjoying the things that make life fulfilling. Now, let's start with one of the biggest expenses for many people: food. We all need to eat, but that doesn't mean we have to overspend. The truth is, a little planning can make a huge difference. One of the best ways to cut costs is by meal planning. Have you ever gone to the grocery store without a list and ended up with a cart full of things you don't really need? It happens to the best of us. But by planning meals in advance, you can buy only what you need, reduce food waste, and avoid those tempting but unnecessary purchases. And here's a trick. Shopping with a list and sticking to it can save you hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. Another great way to save on food is to take advantage of senior discounts. Many grocery stores offer specific discount days for seniors, so it's worth checking if your local store has one. You can also sign up for store loyalty programs, which often provide extra savings. And don't forget about farmers markets. Sometimes, vendors lower their prices toward the end of the day to sell off remaining produce. Fresh, healthy food at a discount? That's a win-win. And speaking of food, eating out can be a fun treat, but it can also be a big budget buster. Instead of completely giving it up, consider making it more affordable. Many restaurants offer senior discounts, early bird specials, or even kids eat free nights where you can split a meal with a grandchild. You can also enjoy the experience of dining out while keeping costs down by ordering an appetizer instead of a full entree or sharing a meal with a friend. Little changes like these let you enjoy life's pleasures without stretching your wallet too thin. Now, let's talk about another area where a few smart changes can make a big difference: utilities. It's easy to overlook our monthly bills, but there are plenty of ways to trim them down without giving up comfort. One simple habit is unplugging electronics when they're not in use. Even when turned off, many devices still use electricity if they're plugged in. Over time, this adds up on your electric bill. Another tip? Adjusting your thermostat by just a couple of degrees can lead to noticeable savings over the course of the year. And if you haven't already, switching to energy-efficient LED bulbs can cut down on electricity costs while lasting much longer than traditional bulbs. Another thing that helps is checking for senior discounts on utility bills. Some energy companies offer reduced rates for seniors, especially during extreme weather months. It's always worth making a quick call to see if you qualify. If your water bill is creeping up, small changes like fixing leaks, using a water-efficient showerhead, or turning off the tap while brushing your teeth can all add up. And if you're looking for an easy way to reduce heating and cooling costs, consider using heavy curtains in the winter to keep heat inside and lighter, reflective ones in the summer to block excess heat. These small adjustments may seem minor, but together, they can help you save hundreds of dollars each year. Now that we've covered food and utilities, let's move on to another important way to save money while still enjoying life. One of the biggest challenges of living on a fixed income is finding ways to enjoy life without constantly worrying about money. But here's the thing. Some of the best experiences in life don't require spending much at all. Let's talk about entertainment and leisure, because staying socially and mentally engaged is just as important as saving money. Have you ever looked at your monthly subscriptions and realized how quickly they add up? Streaming services, magazine subscriptions, gym memberships. When you combine them, they might be costing you more than you realize. The good news is, you don't have to give up entertainment to cut costs. Start by reviewing all your monthly subscriptions and canceling any you don't use often. If you have multiple streaming services, consider rotating them. Subscribe to one for a few months, cancel it, and then switch to another. That way, you still get variety without paying for everything at once. And if you love reading, don't forget about your local library. Many libraries now offer free digital books, audiobooks, and even movies that you can access right from your home. Some even have free classes, workshops, or events, which can be a great way to meet people while learning something new. Speaking of free entertainment, check your community's event calendar. Many cities offer free concerts, movie nights in the park, or senior-friendly activities at recreation centers. These are fantastic ways to have fun without spending a dime. Now, let's talk about another area where you can save: transportation. Owning a car is convenient, but it's also expensive. Gas, insurance, maintenance, it all adds up. If you find that you're not driving as often, or that your car sits unused for long periods, consider whether you really need it. Some seniors find that selling their car and using public transportation, ride-sharing services, or community shuttles saves them a lot of money while reducing stress. If selling your car isn't an option, there are still ways to cut costs. Check with your insurance provider to see if you qualify for a low-mileage discount. Some cities also offer reduced public transit fares for seniors, making it an affordable way to get around. And if you enjoy walking, why not turn it into both a money-saving and health-boosting habit? Walking to nearby stores, parks, or community centers not only saves gas, but also keeps you active. Plus, it gives you a chance to enjoy the outdoors, meet people, and stay connected with your neighborhood. Now, we've talked about food, utilities, entertainment, and transportation. But what about one of the most important things: staying healthy? After all, medical expenses can take a big chunk out of your budget, but there are ways to keep those costs down while still prioritizing your well-being. Taking care of your health is one of the best investments you can make, and the good news is, staying healthy doesn't have to cost a fortune. In fact, by making a few smart choices, you can not only save money but also improve your quality of life. Let's start with prescription medications. If you're like many seniors, you may have noticed the cost of prescriptions adding up quickly. But there are ways to lower those costs without sacrificing the medications you need. First, always ask your doctor or pharmacist if there's a generic version of your medication. Generics have the same active ingredients as brand name drugs, but can cost significantly less. Also, many pharmacies offer discount programs, and there are prescription savings cards that can help reduce costs. If you're taking multiple medications, consider using a mail-order pharmacy, which often provides discounts for bulk purchases. Another great way to save on healthcare is by taking advantage of free or low-cost preventive services. Many insurance plans, including Medicare, cover annual checkups, screenings, and vaccinations at no cost. Regular checkups can catch health issues early before they become costly medical problems. And don't forget about vision and dental care. Some community health centers offer reduced-cost services for seniors, and discount plans can help lower out-of-pocket costs. Of course, staying healthy isn't just about medical care. It's also about maintaining an active lifestyle. Gym memberships can be expensive, but you don't need a pricey gym to stay fit. Many communities offer free or low-cost exercise classes for seniors, from yoga to swimming to walking groups. If you're eligible, programs like Silver Sneakers provide free access to gyms and fitness classes. And let's not forget one of the best and free forms of exercise: walking. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day can boost your energy, improve your mood, and keep you feeling strong. Now that we've covered some smart ways to save on healthcare, let's talk about another important area: housing. Housing costs are often the biggest expense for seniors, but there are ways to reduce them while still living comfortably. If you're living in a home that's bigger than you need, downsizing could be a smart move. Not only can it lower your mortgage or rent, but it can also reduce maintenance costs, utility bills, and property taxes. Plus, a smaller home is often easier to manage, giving you more time and freedom to enjoy life. If moving isn't an option, consider renting out a spare room to bring in extra income. Some seniors even participate in home-sharing programs, where they rent a room at a lower cost in exchange for companionship or help around the house. Another way to save on housing is by looking into property tax relief programs. Many states and local governments offer tax breaks for seniors, so it's worth checking if you qualify. And if you're struggling with home repairs, there are nonprofit organizations that provide free or low-cost repairs for seniors, helping you maintain your home without draining your savings. Living on a fixed income doesn't mean giving up the things you love. By making small but smart adjustments in these areas: food, utilities, entertainment, transportation, healthcare, and housing, you can stretch your money further while still enjoying a rich and fulfilling life. And remember, saving money isn't just about cutting costs. It's about making choices that align with your priorities. Life after 60 should be about more than just getting by. It should be about thriving, experiencing joy, and focusing on what truly matters. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any smart money-saving tips that have helped you live well on a budget? Share them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips for living your best life after 60. Here's to living fully, spending wisely, and enjoying every moment.